Hey, what is up everybody, Blades for here, and today for you guys another video, Persona 5X. Inside today's video guys, we are on the KR alt account and it's been a total of 6 days here. And I wanted to go ahead and at least show off what we've done in this 6 days time. Now, I want to say yesterday we didn't grind as much as we really should have, but we did of course still do some grinding. And boy oh boy, after doing a lot of clearing here, I don't think I've used any of my potions just yet here. And man, we are stinking going insane. So if you guys are interested to see exactly what I have on the account, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. And as always, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button if you are new or returning here. We do daily videos of P5X. If you want to be a part of my community, check down below in the description. There should be a Discord link called Gotcha Metaverse, in which I'll try to keep you guys as updated as possible on anything KR, CN, JP, Global, PW, you name it, we got it, all about P5X. But without further ado, let's get into the video. So firstly, we're going to go over the memento side of things here. Now, there's been a lot of stuff that I've been under level clearing, and boy, it has been a ride. To do this, a lot of my characters have been usually getting kind of mixed matched around, but doing so, I've managed to get all the way down here to area 5 of at least mementos. Area 4, I completed everything except for this boss. This boss is kind of giving me the work, so I didn't bother trying to complete that right now. But everything else with area 5 we have actually completed pretty much. We just got to beat the trumpeter here and we can go ahead and move on to area 6 and eventually get to 7. A lot of the things I've been doing currently have been working pretty well, and it's gotten us to a level of 56. I think the last time I showed the account we were like 50, maybe 53, and we're now 56 here. I've been trying my hardest not to use any of my expressos. I think the only few that I have used was 4 that they gave us daily, in which I have used those guys, and I've been putting them to good use because a lot of my characters now have looked insane, and this account has gotten pretty darn lucky. So if we go ahead and actually check around here, first of all, when it comes down to the little step book here, we managed to get to step 3. We still have to do step 3 and 4, which currently doing pretty darn well with this. I have not really decided to hardcore look at this here, though we finally caught up with the book. So finally, since we're at this area, we're caught up with the book. We have to actually follow the book and actually get to the level margins here, which our next level margin is 57 to actually fully start completing the step 2, and eventually we can keep going, at least capping out at the level 70 for step 7. That's going to take us a little bit of a while, but we're doing pretty decent in that regard. As for anything when it does come down to at least our savings, because we're saving for the Valentine's Day banner, we have 12k gems. I know I can get a lot more. There's still a lot of things I have not collected. So I think we used at least 1k or at least one pull on Mesa, just because I wanted to do a YOLO pull to see if we can get the character. Didn't get them, so of course I'm gonna save up the rest of our currency here and really save it for that selection banner, because if you guys don't know, but the selection banner is gonna look something like this, but it's gonna have all the limited characters and standard characters. If you look at any of these characters, these are all standard. So if you see them in the limited banner as well, try to skip them, but at least the limited characters, they're gonna be somewhat like this as well, and we're able to actually go ahead and limit these, or at least get these limited set characters. We're also able to get certain currency that by pulling a multi, you end up getting this currency. So I'm going to be pulling at least on that next banner mainly to get this currency here, which can help us get some extra weapons. I think this goes up to 1,000 if I am correct, so then you'll be able to actually get a dedicated weapon for Wonder, in which I'm still deciding who exactly what I want to get for. I do know the Primordial Force weapon does go for a few teams, so I could possibly go for that. But since we do have Rin here, Celestial Stars is also not the worst weapon to get, so I'm probably going to go with one of those two, at least to get out a good dagger. But that's just with those two, and that's mainly just looking into the future. Some other things that I'm going to probably invest into, of course, pools, one of these Tree of Desires, and maybe the End of the Universe one. Just only want to get the ones that are discounted because they're the only ones worth it. But when it still does come down to this count, I am still free to play, so we're still looking good in that type of aspect here. And let's go ahead and check out the characters. Now, from the last time that we actually showcased the account, there has been a lot of additional characters here. The majority of my characters are getting to that 50 standpoint is what I've been getting them all level up to. So we do have a few people, as you can see in the back, who are in the 30s. Now, the good part is we got a few characters that are A6. So Rico, we got A6 here. We got another dupe on Morgana. We're getting close to A6 on at least our Soy. And then we're getting very close to A6 on our Floret, which is amazing because we also have Floret's weapon. And that was something that we got at the beginning of the game, so we were able to really have some fun with it. Now, when of course the Valentine's Day banner does drop, I will be able to finally get Ford's weapon. So that's going to be mainly the thing I'm going to focus on after I go ahead and get my hands on Futaba. Once I go ahead and get that character, then I'm going to immediately start pulling for their weapons. Seeing that's going to be more of the cheaper side, and that's going to be kind of a little easy to do so. But we got every last character pretty much. I think we're only missing 2 standard 5 stars because we recently got Minami. No, we got Riddle a while ago, and then we recently got a double multi, which was in our standard pool as well, in which that bagged us both Bruna and it got us Rin, the cursed version. So that was very good for us. So we were able to at least get 2 more characters to eventually get us up these little standard pools. For all of you guys who don't understand why I'm loading up all my characters here, of course, at the end of the day, when it does come to these games, they usually have a what's it called, a level mileage. And by doing these level mileages, you get different little rewards. Well, I'm planning to try and 80 all these characters anyways in the future, but my first thought process is trying to get them at least all 70. Once every last one of my characters are 70, then we'll probably think about 80ing them. I think how it's gonna go is I'm gonna 80 my main party and like 80 those characters that I maybe swap in and out. As for everyone else, they're gonna stay 70 because of course they give me that extra little card, and that's all I really care about. Now, we are missing the 2 standard 5-star characters, which one of them is Phoebe, the other is of course Cherish. Eventually I am hoping that we can get that, but we're actually looking pretty darn good in this regard. Even coming down to at least our weapons here, we don't have anything too crazy, but we're not looking too bad either. So we're currently sticking with the man, at least we have Rin's 5-star, Floret's 5-star, Morgana's 5-star, and then a lot of 4 stars down here. Now I have been working on at least Wonder's 5-star little daggers, but we haven't been doing too crazy in that regard. So let's go ahead and get out of Mementos and I can show you guys exactly what we got here. So going for the things out of Mementos here, we actually do have a lot of stuff going for us, at least right now. One of those main things that I will be talking about, or at least saying about here, comes down into the palace factor. So palaces wise, we've been doing very good. We have 99% on our 3rd palace and 63% on the 4th. Technically it's still part of the 3rd palace, but we're just gonna call it the 4th, as we can see here. The only reason why this is 99% is because there is a tiger, if I'm right, that is actually working me. Let me see, I think there is a tiger. I don't think this is part of the power plant area. No, it is part of the power plant. So this dude right here, if I remember correctly, it's not the tiger one. It is one that has a bunch of winded, and it's been giving me some work. I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of want to go back to him once I do get a little higher leveled, trying to make sure I hit 60 before I use any of my stamina bottles, mainly to take advantage over the what's it called, the increase. In which, let me go ahead and check which boss this was here, because I do know I took a little bit of time of fighting this guy. This is this one. Okay, so this boss has these dudes and they go by different little statuses here. Well, if this one has a certain status, it always heals everybody on the field, and that's like the most annoying thing because I can't really one-shot him in 1 turn, or at least one-shot him in 2 turns. So he's very annoying. Can't get rid of him, so I decided to just keep moving on. But technically we're done with this once we do kill him. And then the next places that we're really focusing on are these ones for the other part of the palace here, in which I've cleared out everything really here. I think it's maybe 1 chest that I gotta find here, and then I do know there's a boss down here. Now this boss is the one with all the little white tigers, and I'm not gonna lie, they've been putting hands on me. I can't really tell you too much on it. I can just tell you that they've been working me. So regarding that, every last other place is 100%ed. This is the only one that I'm missing, and I think of course it's mainly due to that boss / 1 chest that I gotta go find, and I can't really do much on that. Now I haven't really done too much in the watchtower because this is all the labyrinth area. Kind of got off yesterday, and thought this one was getting worked up by him, and then, well, actually no, I didn't even fight these 2 because this one was the what is it called? Gotta remember his name. Not Yoshitsune. I don't even know how I forgot his name. But Snake one. I literally forgot his name for some reason. I don't know how. But Snake boss here. Man had multiple heads. Yeah, I know he was working me. I was getting cooked. So I decided not to fight him. But this one over here, I never ended up fighting. Was just getting a lot of stuff. I think they're the last two bosses that I really got to go for, and then I still got to find the last three question mark places to go to really get this area done. But all in all, we've been looking pretty darn good. I did fold and I got the outfit. I don't know if I showcased that in the last video, but I ended up folding, got the outfit. It's freaking great, looks awesome. So I couldn't really help myself right before it left, so it was worth it. But other than that, we're looking pretty decent on everything else. Our tasks are looking pretty decent, and look at that, we just leveled it up. So I mean, there you go, you got a live experience of that. But recently we've been trying to get up our tasks pretty darn quick, so I've been really trying to pay attention to keeping everything in motion to just mainly keep our exp up, and we can start focusing that hardcore. But the other thing that I've also been trying to do is slowly work on at least my stats, in which when it does come down to the overworld stats, we're not looking too crazy. We've mainly been getting cash to kind of help us out with buying books and things that are necessities currently, but still doing really well. Nothing still bought over here. We still have, of course, the basic battle pass, and nothing bought yet here when it does come down to this, at least this account. But the last thing that I want to go ahead and showcase here is going to be, like, of course, our regular little guild boss and stuff like that. So guild boss I haven't done just yet. I did do SOS the last one, so now we went up a rank here. But when it comes down to everything else here, we've only been doing a little bit of Velvet Trials. Now Velvet Trials I haven't went too deep in. Of course, we have 48 on this one, 0 on this one, 33 on this one, and 39 on here. I'm gonna try to get up my winded characters a little bit more, as well as some of my cursed characters. So winded characters being at least Morgana and Fret. Cursed character probably going to use Bryn once I get her up. That'll be perfect. On this end, I think the only thing that we're really missing is just survivability, really, because I do have a whole fire team, but they're not fully able to survive. So that's something I got to work on. I have not touched this one because this is Nuke and Frost, or Nuke and Freeze. The only freeze characters I have is Soy and Mont, so I haven't really did this here with the Nuke character being Vino, which I could very well use that, though by doing so they won't have any healing. So I would have to use Wonder as that, and we all know Wonder kind of sucks at doing it. This one right here was the Electric and Bless one. Got a little bit up, but of course at the end of the day I don't really have a full DPS. I can get up closer, and I'll probably do that in the future, but I haven't went too far. Then of course we have the main one, looking pretty darn decent. It went up a couple floors here, did this one pretty often, but this is where they start asking for dual teams, and some of these teams I do not have built. Like I could probably run this fire one, but this psychic slash nuke one, it would literally just be my character just going at it the entire time. So Wonder would have to be going insane, Vino would have to be going insane, and maybe Leon if I wanted to kind of make Wonder deal a little bit more damage. But other than that, it would be really difficult for me to actually do that. So all in all, we're looking good. I'm doing the boring part as well and trying to get up my heart rail for the extra little rewards, but that's going to come in due time. But without further ado, that was everything that I wanted to showcase on the account here. It is our 6th day. We're still working on a lot of stuff here. We're still trying to get things done, and man, it's been a ride so far. I'm going to try to start working on Crossfade in the future and seeing if we can get that going. If we can, we're going to have some nice things to really showcase the next time that you guys should see about the account, which I might show in 2 weeks. So look forward to that. But till then, everybody, peace out.